but all of you have been initiated. Therefore, Swamiji has given all of you the ability to manifest, and moreover, it is Swamiji who is manifesting through us. So let us be inspired and sit for this power manifestation. Initially, you can attempt manifesting even gold flakes. You'll have your hand suddenly shining with a lot of gold particles all over, or even powders like kumkum, basma, turmeric, or even you can just sit and without specific intention, just the strong sankalpa to materialize and witness whatever Swamiji materializes through you. So now let us get ready, and we invite all of you to sit now for this power manifestation. Make sure to have your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Keep your hands in the Samana Mudra. This is the preferred mudra for the materialization that will lock all your senses so that your consciousness can be completely integrated to experiencing this power manifestation. We're showing again the Samana Mudra. And you can just hold the Samana Mudra with your hands relaxed on your thighs. Sit in a yogic posture, in a cross-legged posture. Remember the authenticity and the intensity with which we are sitting. That is a key factor to experiencing this power manifestation. So if possible, sit on the ground, on the hard surface with your legs crossed, if possible, in Padmasana, and sit with activism. If many times we sit kind of expecting the power to manifest, and we are kind of passive. Sit with a strong intention, continuously connecting with Swamiji, intensifying the connection with Swamiji, and remembering that it is Swamiji who is manifesting through you. And also, it is not that only when you see the result that the power is manifesting. The moment this power manifestation starts, the power is already manifesting. So remember that you are a power manifester already. Hold to that space, create that space. We have already learned you always experience the space that you create for things. So for example, if you sit and you feel that, oh, I am yet to manifest this power, I don't know if it's going to work, then this is also what you are going to experience. So decide to drop all of this. Just remember yourself as a power manifester, as a channel for Swamiji. You are manifesting Swamiji right now. And remember yourself also as Paramashiva. You are Paramashiva. Chant the Mahavakya, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham, in a deep space of unclutching and feeling connection with Bhagwan. Make a conscious will, a strong sankalpa to experience this power of the materialization. Let's begin.
ரிஷபவாகனம் பக்தர் வேண்டும் வரம் தரும் நித்யானந்தன் தரிசனம் பாதம் குருநாதன் திருப்பாதம் அதை காணும் சுபயோகம் இன்று கூடும். கருணை எனும் கோலால் மோகம் தனை வீழ்த்தும் உருக்கும் என் பாசங்களை இல்லாமலே நீக்கும் நித்யானந்தன் அவன் ரூபம் அது காணும் உயர் தியானம் மெய்ஞானம் எனும் வாழ்வில் உன்னை தானாய் கொண்டு சேர்க்கும் குருவே சிவமாகும் நித்ய குருவே இறை ரூபம் குருவே சிவமாகும் குருவே இறை ரூபம் யுகம் யாவிலும் குருநாதன் என்றே தோன்றி கரை சேர்க்கும் பாதம் குருநாதன் திருப்பாதம் அதை காணும் சுபயோகம் இன்று கூடும். நித்தின் பாதம் குருநாதன் திருப்பாதம் அதை காணும் சுபயோகம் இன்று கூடும். காணும் பொருள் யாவிலும் நித்தியன் ரூபம் தெரிவதும் கேட்கும் ஒலியோ அவன் உபதேசமாவதும் காணும் பொருள் யாவிலும் நித்தியன் ரூபம் தெரிவதும் கேட்கும் ஒலியோ அவன் உபதேசமாவதும் பிறவி கொண்டதன் பொருள் யாவும் உணர்த்திடும் ஜீவன் முக்தனாய் நம்மை வாழ வைத்திடும் ரிஷபவாகனத்தில் நித்யானந்தன் தரிசனம் உயிர் யாவையுமே வேறென்ன வேண்டிடும் பாதம் குருநாதன் திருப்பாதம் அதை காணும் சுபயோகம் இன்று கூடும். நித்தியன் பாதம் குருநாதன் திருப்பாதம் அதை காணும் சுபயோகம் இன்று கூடும். நித்தியன் தோன்றி அருள் தரும் ஸ்வர்ண ரிஷபவாகனம் பக்தர் வேண்டும் வரம் தரும் நித்யானந்தன் தரிசனம் பாதம் குருநாதன் திருப்பாதம் அதை காணும் சுபயோகம் இன்று கூடும். நித்தியன் பாதம் குருநாதன் திருப்பாதம் அதை காணும் சுபயோகம் இன்று கூடும்.
ஆதிசிவன் ஆதி அந்தமில்லாதொரு ஜோதி வடிவமாய் வந்து நின்றார். ஆதிசிவன் ஆதி அந்தமில்லாதொரு ஜோதி வடிவமாய் வந்து நின்றார். ஐந்தோழில் செய்தொழித்தான் அந்த வருத்தம் தீர்த்திட உலகம் வந்தான். ஆக்கைக்கு தீக்கைகள் அளித்திடும் போது சதாசிவன் என்னும் நினைவு கொண்டான். மாயை மக்களை மயக்கும் போது ஈசானன் தான் என்னும் நினைப்பும் கொண்டான். கண்கள் ககனம் காத்திடும் வேளையில் விட்டுருவாய் வந்து தானாய் நின்றான். ஆகாத மனிதரை அழித்திடும் வேளையில் ஆகி நின்றான் அவன் ருத்திரனான். ஆதிசிவன் ஆதி அந்தமில்லாதொரு ஜோதி வடிவமாய் வந்து நின்றான். கொண்டான். சந்தேகம் தீர்த்து அப்பன் நீயே என்று சொல்லிடவே வந்த மகள்கள் நாங்கள். புவிக்கு பூரணமாய் வந்த நாதனின் பூரணத்துவத்தின் காரணம் நாம். புவிக்கு பூரணமாய் வந்த நாதனின் பூரணத்துவத்தின் காரணம் நாம். நித்யானந்தர் மகள்கள் என்றால் இன்றே பார்க்கும் உலகம் இங்கு. நெஞ்சில் சுமந்தே பெற்றால் எங்களை நித்யானந்தமாய் வாழ்ந்திடவே. ஆதிசிவன் ஆதி அந்தமில்லாதொரு ஜோதி வடிவமாய் வந்து நின்றார். ஆதிசிவன் ஆதி அந்தமில்லாதொரு ஜோதி வடிவமாய் வந்து நின்றார். ஆதிசிவன் ஆதி அந்தமில்லாதொரு ஜோதி வடிவமாய் வந்து நின்றான். ஐந்தொழிலும் செய்தொழித்தான் அந்த வருத்தம் தீர்த்திட உலகம் வந்தான். அக்கைக்கு தீக்கைகள் அழித்திடும் போது சதாசிவன் எனும் நினைவு கொண்டான். மாயை மக்களை மயக்கும் போது ஈசானத்தான் எனும் நினைவு.
Yes. So you can now verify if you have succeeded in this power of the materialization. You can have a look at your hands, take a close look, maybe use a torchlight or some kind, and see if you have succeeded maybe manifesting powders or even glitters, gold specks, anything of this kind. Of course, if you have materialized a solid object, make sure to let us know. And we'll be entering into our next session. You can share your results in the meantime. And as today we are learning about the Shivoham process, manifesting our ultimate identity. We already covered in the previous session how we have to take a conscious decision to live our subjective truth. And either we live according to our default identity, how we continuously remember ourselves based on our incompletions and our root pattern and so on, or at some point we have to decide that this is the person I want to be, this is the authentic identity that I want to have, and continuously remembering ourselves based on this identity that we want to have. So this is a step that all of us need to take. Now, there are certain techniques or cognitions that can help us to achieve that. And this is going to be the theme of the next session, how thinking about the cosmic aspects of Paramashiva raises our consciousness. How, for example, let's say that you decide that you want to remember yourself as Paramashiva or as Devi. That's the subjective truth, identity that you want to have. So immediately you may struggle because of spending so much time in your patterns, and continuously you are meeting with people who again and again remind yourself of your old self. And it will be much easier if you can immediately raise your frequency and forget the old identity that you had. So this is going to be the theme of this next session. So we invite all of you now to come to the space of listening. Let us receive and imbibe these powerful cognitions from Swamiji in this session. And then we will be back. We'll take some time to internalize and apply, contemplate on these truths. Let's begin.
Listen. Understanding the aspects of Paramashiva, like manifestation, maintenance, sustenance, rejuvenation, destruction, putting into the delusion and pulling out of delusion, and liberation. Understand? Please understand. Understanding all these activities of Paramashiva will awaken intense energies in you, will awaken the Kundalini Shakti in you. Please listen. Thinking about the cosmic activities of Paramashiva, even if you have doubts and questions about the cosmic aspects of Paramashiva, that raises your consciousness. Listen carefully. I want you to listen carefully. About the cosmic aspects of Paramashiva, Guru is supposed to create intense curiosity in you. See, like the wild river should be given embankment, not dam. Embankment. Your curiosity is like a wild river. A guru is supposed to nicely embank it and channel it towards the cosmic aspects of Paramashiva. Neither I should give you all answers, nor I should give you leaving without giving any answers. I should give you enough information and answers and confirmation to create intense curiosity in you, multi-level questions in you, and leave it to you to find your own answers. Understand? The revelations I am giving you now are directly from Kailasa, how Paramashiva exists and operates. And understanding this will awaken the energies of creation, sustenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion, liberation inside you. Understand? If you know how Paramashiva manifests and connect with that energy, you can manifest anything you want in your life, whether wealth or a green signal in your traffic. You are going somewhere very fast and you see the red signal. It may show that 1/82 for green signal. You can manifest, tatak, it will become green signal in 10 seconds. Understand? Whether manifesting wealth or manifesting green signal or manifesting a yes from your boss, manifesting yes from your wife itself can be done if you just understand the secret of manifestation. What functions in you as cognition, how you cognize yourself, individual inner image in Pindanda, microcosm. How you feel about you, that same only, that cognition, inner image, vibrates as the dimension of depth in the macrocosm. That is why your inner image matters for your life. What you attract, what you manifest, how you live matters, I tell you. Never allow lower inner image in you. There is nobody has a right to judge you. Even your guru has only right to help you, not judge you. Listen. Even your guru only has a right to help you, not to judge you. Even guru does not have a right to judge you, then who else? Even he does not have a right to judge you. He only has a right to help you. He only has a right to remind you. He does not have a right to judge you. Never accept low inner image. That is your arrogance. Do not fall into the arrogance of accepting inner image. You always think, no. Inner image is very humble. No. Weak inner image is arrogance. Don't call it as humbleness or meekness or goodness. No. Don't ever give any good word for it. Having lower inner image is abusive arrogance. Ignorance coupled with arrogance. Understand? Alcohol coupled with sleep tablets. Alcohol coupled with antidepressants. After that you will never get depressed. Because you are depressed. You will be inside the earth. How will you get depressed? Lower inner image can be established only in arrogance. If you do not have arrogance, lower inner image cannot sustain itself in you. Understand? Only if there is a fertile sand, land, a seed can have a grip and grow. Same way, the arrogance is the fertile land for low inner image to get grounded and grow. Do not accept lower inner image. All arrogant people will be having lower inner image. These are all some of the ultimate laws of life. All womanizers will be frustrated people. All arrogant people will be having low self-inner image, low inner image. A romantic guy will never be womanizer. These are all the laws of life. Romance is such, gives so much of fulfillment, he will not even look for the second person. Even first person he will not look because he will be in the first person. He will be in the first person. A womanizer will be most frustrated fellow. These are all some of the ultimate laws which can never be changed at any time. Low self inner image means quantumly you are sending the signal to the macrocosm to keep you in the lower depth of the cosmic dimensions. Understand? The kind of a frequency you send from here, the way you are dealing the rope in one end, are you pulling or pushing or burning? One end of the rope is in your hand, the other end of the rope is with the cosmos. Listen, one end of the rope is in your hand, the other end of the rope is in the cosmos. The macrocosm quantumly operates into microcosm. Your verbalization directly affects the length dimension of the cosmos. Your visualization directly affects the breadth dimension of the cosmos. Your cognition about you directly affects the depth dimension of the cosmos. You quantumly function with the macrocosm. You quantumly function with the macrocosm. Whether you want to function, you don't want to function. Whether you want to drive or don't want to take control of the vehicle you are sitting in. Car is already moving in 120 kilometer speed. Listen, you do not have a choice now. No, I'll wake up after 2 years. I think I will attend to all this and then wake up. No, no choice. By the time you wake up, you may not be able to make up. Amritattva is the 3 dimension of the gold light. Gold light is 2 dimension of the Amritattva. The length, breadth, depth of the macrocosm, cosmos, is the verbalization, visualization and cognition of the microcosm, the individual, you. So the higher inner image and the visualizations and verbalizations triggered by the higher inner image are the most important basic things to attract length, breadth, depth of the macrocosm to do good to you. That is the greatest operation any conscious being should be doing in the life as a first priority. The moment you become conscious of you, I exist. Roughly for a human child it happens in the 11th month. Maximum 21 months. Within the 11 to 21 months, a human child experiences the Chit Gana. I exist. the accidental appearance of the eye happens within 11 to 21 months in a child roughly. The moment the eye exists starts, the first and foremost responsibility of that conscious being is having the highest inner image and having the visualizations, verbalizations triggered by that highest inner image. If you know you are Sadashiva or Dasa of Sadashiva, and I wanted to tell you, Soham, Dasoham, Sadasoham, Sadashivoham, all are higher inner image only. Even the inner image of a devotee, no way is a lower inner image. Even if you feel you are the devotee, you are the expression, manifestation of Sadashiva, or any other god you feel connected, any other name and form, like how Hanuman felt with Rama, how Garuda feels with Vishnu, how Mahadevi, Mahalakshmi feels with Sri Vishnu. Anything is okay, but highest inner image and having the visualizations, verbalizations triggered by that highest inner image sends a strong signal into the cosmos. Quantumly it functions in the macrocosm and makes the length, breadth, depth constantly support you and manifest what you want. This is the science of Shakti. Understand? This is the science of Shakti. I have given you pure science and applied technology, both. Let's have Mahaganapati's blessings and enter into Kenopanishad, 4th verse. I'll continue to expand on the 4th verse of the Kenopanishad. Recite along with me. Pradibodha vititam matam amrutatvam hi vindate atmana vindate viryam vidyaya vindate mrutam. Recite. Pradibodha viditam matham amrutatvam hi vindate atmana vindate viryam vidyaya vindate mrutam. Listen, these words, so powerful, so clear. I'll expand. I'll read out the translation and expand. It is truly known when the self is consciously cognized and subjectively known to oneself. Pradibodha, in each state of consciousness, with every modification of the mind and intellect, through such complete cognition of the pure self, is attained immortality, amritatvam, existence in one's own self by Atman. The pure self is attained. Real strength, the space of powerfulness, achieved through celibacy and brahmacharya, and by vidya, complete knowledge of self is experienced. Immortality, amritatva, which is the true nature of Atman. Let me explain some of the sacred secrets in the keywords. One keyword here is amritatva, immortality. Means something in you which does not die, which does not go through illusion, which does not go through losing of its existence. Listen, all your depression, all the feeling of suffocation you have, all the feeling of tortured you have, all the pain you have physically, all the pain you have mentally, everything boils down to one. Listen carefully, boils down to one. That one is fear of losing what you think as you comfortably. Fear of losing your existence. Fear of losing your experience as you. You think this is the way you should exist. And anything threatens that existence, immediately the fear is invoked. And when the fear is invoked, understand, you become cunning fox. You start doing all that third-rate strategies in which you think you can cheat life. No. The moment you become wolf, fox, whatever you do is not cheating others. You already cheated yourself. Immortality is the way of existing. Means nothing can touch the way you exist. Find that existence of you which gives you a complete feeling that it cannot be changed. It cannot be questioned. It cannot be taken away from you. I have seen some of the most selfish human beings. It is all about me in them. And that stupid me which they are carrying is so insecure and wounded from all corners, full of pus, pain. But they go on protecting that and cherishing that. It is like a you have somebody who came to your house as an orphan, who is paralyzed, mentally deranged, nothing in them works other than arrogance, demanding, but you fall in sympathy with that person, and that person, if you don't take care of me, I will die, I'll die. And you give your whole life, literally, and take care of that person. Why? Because the person, if I don't take care, who will take care of that person? And end of the life, You did not get married to take care of the person. You did not have children to take care of the person. You did not do whatever you want to do in your life just to take care of the person. You did not even go to guru to take care of that person. Understand, confusion is not crime. Confusion means half an hour before you took one decision and half an hour after you changed the decision. So this change of decision, like you switched on the fan and switched off the fan and switched on the fan and switched off the fan, in that time fan moves this side few minutes, this side few minutes, and there is little confusion. That's all is the reason for your sufferings are not manifesting what you want, but there is no crime involved in it. Please understand. It is like one fellow ran away from the house because the wife is continuously cooking tamarind rice. And finally he could not find any place to sleep and he went and slept under the tamarind tree. In Tamil, the proverb is very funny. புளியோதரைக்கு பாய்ந்து போய் புளிய மரத்தில் தூங்கின மாதிரி. It's a village proverb. See, whenever you have a problem, go for the right diagnosis. So first thing you need to know, your individual will is not against the will of the cosmos or planet. Second, the cosmic will which moves the planets, birth charts, all of them are not rigid. They are your father. They are ready for negotiation. They are ready to give you boon. They are ready to even take your orders if you are grown up. Understand? If you pray to them, they are ready to respond to you as gods. If you are a little grown up and able to think through and look into the way they work and order, they are even ready to sit with you in negotiation table. They say, all right, don't worry. This are supposed to be happening. That is the way you created your karma pattern. Now do this. All that will be erased and you will manifest what you want. And if you stay in your oneness and declare, they will just bow down and say, done Mahadeva. You need to understand planets, cosmic will are not against you. They are not qualitatively different. How many of you unconsciously believing the cosmic will and your will are qualitatively different, that good, bad? Now understand, it is not. This one understanding will solve thousands of your problems, your confusions. Vastu, same way. Or any natural forces. Any natural forces. Few days before, just before the Shivoham, I should say few months, just before Shivoham, the admin team in the Adinam decided, Swamiji, we have only 6 borewells. I don't know whether we will be able to support the whole master plan with that 6 borewells. We need at least 10 more borewells. And all of you need to know that around the campus, not a single person has water. In this whole 1,000-acre around the banyan tree, other than our Adinam, nobody has underground water. Around 20 properties are there all around the Adinam. Not even one person has borewell water. They have dug, I think, 50 borewells. As recently as 2 weeks before, few weeks before. Nobody got water. Inside our property, we got water in 500 feet, 6-inch water. Then our neighbor put the borewell just 50 feet away. 1,000 feet, no water. I don't know whether directly comes from Ganga, special connection to. No. Even I am wondering. No, it's not that I don't want them to have water. I told them, you tell me that when you are free, I will come and bless it and let you also have water. It's not that I don't want them to have water, but I am telling you the reality as it is happening now. Nobody has water all around. These guys told me that, Swamiji, we need at least 10 more borewells. I said, all right, you tell me where all is convenient for you to build the tank. I will put the point. They said, no, Swamiji, first you have to say where the water is. Then we will dig the borewell and we will build the tank. I said, no, that is outside. That is outside. You tell me where you want the water. Then finally I walked around and they said, this place will be good for over a tank as per the master plan. All right then, put the walking stick, Trishul, take the water. That's the way I put the point, 12 point, all 12 points, 6-inch water. Understand, not even 1 point failure or 1 point less water. Maximum water in all the points we marked. I wanted to tell you, it's not some arrogance or pride I am telling you. All I did is, in our body there is a water element. I will go and stand there and surrender to that water element in that oneness. In Sadashivatva, just surrender to that water element and please do good. It will be useful for so many people. That's all. And water comes. Understand the basic cognition you need to have. Your individual will and cosmic will are not enemies. Your individual will is not given to you as punishment. It is given to you as a boon, extension. You are son, not sin. You are putra, amritasya putra, sons of immortality, sons of eternity. You are not sins of somebody. One of the worst introduction given to human beings is, you are sins of somebody and cosmic will is bad, good, your will is bad, and both wills are qualitatively different. That's the biggest crime. Understand? Both wills are only quantitatively different, not qualitatively. Means the quality of both wills are not different. It's only the quantity is different in the initial level. That also in the initial level, not forever. So, whenever you want to manifest your reality, understand, cosmos celebrates your manifesting. It is like when your son becomes a doctor and you are a real father, you celebrate. Of course, the word real father is very important. No. One guy goes to the father and says, Father, bless me, I am in love with our neighbor girl. Father calls him, son, I should tell you, you can't marry her. She is your sister. What to do? All right, again after a week, the fellow comes and names some other girl in the same street. Again father hangs his head, says, son, sorry to tell you, again wrong choice. She's your sister. This goes on for 7 times. Now it is too much. The fellow runs to the mom and says, Mom, what is going on? Every girl in the street, neighborhood area is my sister. Mom says, hey, don't worry. You fall in love with any girl. He is not your father. Understand?
Your identity is the unit of your consciousness. If your consciousness, listen, all the identities with which you play as a father, mother, brother, sister, son, daughter, victim, aggressive, all your identities put together is your consciousness. How many of you understand that? That is your world. Here, each head is the unit. Each head is the identity. All these identities put together is universe. Sadashiva, Mahasadashiva. Like all your identities put together is your consciousness. Identity is used as a unit to measure your consciousness. If you are entertaining more unit of father identity, that will be the lifestyle of your consciousness. If you are entertaining the beloved identity more units, that will be major aspect of your life. So measurement of your life, who you are, the Jivatma, Pratyagatma Chaitanya is done by the units of your identity. For example, if I have to write a formula about you, 7 unit father, 8 unit mother, 3 unit being a son, 4 unit being a brother, and 1 unit of being a charitable person, 2 unit of being a beggar, and 7 unit of victim, and 8 unit of courageous person. Identities you use is the unit with which formula about you can be written. How many of you are grasping this statement? Now, the identities of Sadashiva is the unit of the cosmos. See here, first phase is length, second phase is breadth, third phase is depth. But the depth does not just keep quiet as depth. If it is mathematical 1, 2, 3, it should be just 1, 2, 3. But it is not mathematical, it is existential. One man plus one woman mathematically is 2 persons, but existentially there will be third child. If you allow both of them to be there, there will be child. So existential mathematics is different from your logical mathematics. When the third dimension of the depth happens, I don't want to say fourth dimension, the next thing of a sound happens existentially. And next phase, when the next phase is added, this is time. When the time is brought into the scene, Nada and Bindu both are added. That is Nada and Bindu. Yes. You may say, why Nada should be added to depth and time? When the Bindu is added, Nada is no more an ordinary Nada. Sound which is not created never dies. Sound which is created dies. Sound which happens only with the association of length, breadth, depth can die, but the sound which happens with the association of length, breadth, depth, time and space does not die. So the sound associated just length, breadth, depth is different, and the sound associated to length, breadth, depth, time and space is different. Just the sound generated by length, breadth, depth. Like I am moving this. This sound is different than the length, breadth, depth, time, all four create certain sound that is different. I'll give you the example. The sound generated by the two objects hitting, it is between length, breadth, depth and time. But the sound generated by my inner space, where length, breadth, depth, time and space is also involved, this can create the same space I am in you. But this sound cannot create the same space it is in you. How many of you are grasping? So the head which is sitting on the depth can only be called as Shabda. Head which is sitting on the time between the Bindu is called Nada. Shabda cannot create effect, it can only exist. It can survive, not reproduce. Impotent man, he can exist, he cannot create. But Nada can exist and create because Bindu is added, life is added into it.
The signs of the intangible but definitive part of the existence, the signs of the intangible but definitive part of the existence is dharma. Listen carefully. Signs of the intangible but definitive part of the existence is dharma, and applied signs of the intangible but definitive existence is called agama. Understand? I love you guys. With my absolute love for all of you, I am revealing these signs. Understand one thing. First, drop the stupidity which you are taught by the atheists. Intangible does not exist. No. Intangible exists and it matters. One of the biggest stupidity the atheism taught to the world, brainwashed the whole world. with the idea intangible does not exist. No. Actually, the intangible is 99% of your life. Tangible is only 1% of your life. That is why when you become atheist, life seems to be heavy on you. You don't have answer for anything. You don't have formula, principle, sutra, idea, understanding about anything. When you deny the existence of intangible, you destroy your very existence. I tell you. Intangible but definitive components of your life, parts of your life, as a great science. Whether in your logic level, in your emotion level, in your functioning of the mind, functioning of your body, in every level. Understand? Today's satsang is very intense, like Panagam. If you are doing Pachapatni Vradam, you know the taste of the Panagam by now, with the real ginger and lemon jaggery water. How it tastes deep your throat. The today's satsang is like a Panagam. Here again and again, you will understand what I am saying. I'll give you a very simple example which you all understand very easily. The psychological sexual pleasure, intangible, but it is definitive part of all human beings. Like watching pornography or sexting. I am not saying it is right or wrong. I am not getting into that subject now. I am only saying all these are intangible, but as definitive part in your inner space. This one small example. I can give you multiple. For example, if you are fasting, within 2-3 days, the dream you will be feasting. It may be intangible. Feasting in your dream, eating all varieties of food in your dream may be intangible, but it is definitive part of your existence. And if you continue to fast with a higher powerful cognition, that powerful cognition gets into your dream. Even in your dream, you will say, no, I don't want to eat because I am doing Pachapatni Vratam for Parashakti. Fasting is one of the easiest way of putting any powerful cognition into your innermost, deepest conscious part. Any powerful cognition is like a seed. If you put that seed, the deepest consciousness, core of your being, it will become reality just like that. I tell you. Intangible but definitive components of your life. That science and applied science is whole Hinduism. Veda Agamas. नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ 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 नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ
Yes, a very powerful video. Swamiji shared many different thought currents in this session. I think like one of the main axes is about really the different identities, once again, that we have, the different inner images. How Swamiji was saying in the beginning, for example, you should never allow low inner image inside you. And so essentially, the inner image that we have for our lives, that is who we are. That is how we experience ourselves. And let us reflect a little bit on the different kind of identities that we assume in our life. In the end, Swamiji shared how we need to remember the intangible dimension of us, which is not directly introduced to us. We some of us, like, we are comfortable being the son, a father, or mother, beloved. We are introduced to these identities, but we are never introduced to the intangible, the Paramashiva, this whole hidden dimension. But now it is our responsibility to remember this intangible and to introduce it into our lives. And then only we will start, experiencing our Paramashivatva and this ultimate identity, because ultimately we have to be complete with all the identities, as I said, son, mother, father, whatever, all these identities, we need to be able to assume them, but we also need to go beyond. All of us must experience ourselves as Paramashiva, and we need to express our peak potential in each of these identities. So let's now take a little bit of time and reflect on all these different identities that we assume in our life. So we're going to start by penning all of them down one by one. So for this person, let's say I am a son. This person, I am a husband or wife. For this person, I am mother or father. And then see, in each of these identities, are you expressing your peak potential in each of them? And then once you have listed them down, and maybe you can make like a table. First column, what are the identities? Second column, are you expressing your peak potential in each of them? And then next column, right? How you want to be? How, let's say that if you are a mother and if you feel that you're not expressing your peak potential, maybe there will be some incompletion here. And so what is the identity that you want to have? And so for each of them, one by one, you're going to be penning down what is the authentic identity that you want to have in each of these. So let's begin. If you have any question, you can let us know in the Zoom chat. Otherwise, let's take a few moments to reflect on this truth. Let's begin. So we now conclude this internalization exercise, hoping that it was insightful, that you are able to connect and relate with all these different dimensions of you, and seeing what image, what inner image you have, and being able to catch this inner image, catch the blind spot, and finally remember, you have to take the conscious decision to live and to remember ourselves as Paramashiva, or to hold on to the subjective truth that we have decided for ourselves. And if you have any question or anything that you would like to share, you can do so. And we will now be beginning our final power manifestation session for today. Once again, the power of materialization. Let us decide to have a breakthrough, and make sure to, before we start, to wipe your hands very neatly, so that when you manifest, after the power manifestation, when you go and check if you have materialized, you should not have any doubt. This because sometimes the materialization will be very fine. You will see just small dots have appeared on your palms. That is the initial level. That is the way it starts. So you should not have a doubt, that maybe it's just because I did not clean my hands properly or something like that. So make sure that you wipe your hands very neatly and have a good close look at them. And when you are ready, sit with intensity. Remember yourself as Paramashiva. So when you are in the space of oneness with Swamiji, when you remember Swamiji, the first blockage that will pull you back to your old self is the inner image that you have. This is what you need to surrender again and again. Not remembering yourself as your limited identity, the identity that is created through the root pattern, but remembering yourself as Paramashiva and surrendering in that space of oneness to Swamiji. That is the way the power manifestation happens. And when you see that you're entangling, that you're experiencing that space, be ferocious to hold it, to become more and more intense until you see that the power manifests. All right, so with this context, let us now begin this final round of the power manifestation, materialization, and starting with powders or gold flakes, glitters, all these fine particles. This is what we will be aiming for once again. And you can sit with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Chant the Mahavakya intensely, either out loud, or you can even hum the Mahavakya if you like. It's also fine. Have your awareness on the third eye, hands in Samana Mudra in your lap. Sit preferably in Padmasana or any comfortable cross-legged posture. And let's now begin the materialization.
ஸ்வர்ண ரிஷப வாகனம் பக்தர் வேண்டும் வரம் தரும் நித்யானந்தன் தரிசனம் பாதம் குருநாதன் திருப்பாதம் அதை காணும் சுபயோகம் இன்று கூடும் நித்யன் பாதம் குருநாதன் திருப்பாதம் அதை காணும் சுபயோகம் இன்று கூடும் நித்யன் தோன்றி அருள் தரும் ஸ்வர்ண ரிஷப வாகனம் பக்தர் வேண்டும் வரம் தரும் நித்யானந்தன் தரிசனம் பாதம் குருநாதன் திருப்பாதம் அதை காணும் சுபயோகம் இன்று கூடும் கருணை எனும் கோலால் மோகம் தனை வீழ்த்தும் உருக்கும் என் பாசங்களை இல்லாமலே நீக்கும் நித்யானந்தன் அவன் ரூபம் அது காணும் உயர் ஞானம் மெய்ஞானம் எனும் வாழ்வில் உனை தானாய் கொண்டு சேர்க்கும் குருவே சிவமாகும் நித்ய குருவே இறைரூபம் குருவே சிவமாகும் குருவே இறைரூபம் யுகம் யாவிலும் குருநாதன் என்றே தோன்றி கரை சேர்க்கும் பாதம் குருநாதன் திருப்பாதம் அதை காணும் சுபயோகம் இன்று கூடும் நித்யன் பாதம் குருநாதன் திருப்பாதம் அதை காணும் சுபயோகம் இன்று கூடும் காணும் பொருள் யாவிலும் நித்யன் ரூபம் தெரிவதும் கேட்கும் ஒலியோ அவன் உபதேசமாவதும் காணும் பொருள் யாவிலும் நித்யன் ரூபம் தெரிவதும் கேட்கும் ஒலியோ அவன் உபதேசமாவதும் பிறவி கொண்டதன் பொருள் யாவும் உணர்த்திடும் ஜீவன் முக்தனாய் நம்மை வாழ வைத்திடும் ரிஷப வாகனத்தில் நித்யானந்தன் தரிசனம் உயிர் யாவையுமே வேறென்ன வேண்டிடும் பாதம் குருநாதன் திருப்பாதம் அதை காணும் சுபயோகம் இன்று கூடும் நித்யன் பாதம் குருநாதன் திருப்பாதம் அதை காணும் சுபயோகம் இன்று கூடும் நித்யன் தோன்றி அருள் தரும் ஸ்வர்ண ரிஷப வாகனம் பக்தர் வேண்டும் வரம் தரும் நித்யானந்தன் தரிசனம் பாதம் குருநாதன் திருப்பாதம் அதை காணும் சுபயோகம் இன்று கூடும் நித்யன் பாதம் குருநாதன் திருப்பாதம் அதை காணும் சுபயோகம் இன்று கூடும்
ஆதிசிவன் ஆதி அந்தமில்லாதொரு ஜோதி வடிவமாய் வந்து நின்றார். ஆதிசிவன் ஆதி அந்தமில்லாதொரு ஜோதி வடிவமாய் வந்து நின்றார். ஐந்தோழில் செய்தொழித்தான் அந்த வருத்தம் தீர்த்திட உலகம் வந்தான். அக்கைக்கு தேக்கைகள் அளித்திடும் போது சதாசிவன் என்னும் நினைவு கொண்டார். மாயை மக்களை மயக்கும் போது ஈசானன் தான் என்னும் நினைப்பும் கொண்டார். கண்கள் ககனம் காத்திடும் வேளையில் விட்டுருவாய் வந்து தானாய் நின்றான். ஆகாத மனிதரை அழித்திடும் வேளையில் ஆகி நின்றான் அவன் ருத்திரனான். ஆதிசிவன் ஆதி அந்தமில்லாதொரு ஜோதி வடிவமாய் வந்து நின்றான். வந்த நாதனின் பூரணத்துவத்தின் காரணம் நாம். நித்யானந்தர் மகள்கள் என்றால் நின்றே பார்க்கும் உலகம் இங்கு. நெஞ்சில் சுமந்தே பெற்றால் எங்களை நித்யானந்தமாய் வாழ்ந்திடவே. ஆதிசிவன் ஆதி அந்தமில்லாதொரு ஜோதி வடிவமாய் வந்து நின்றார். ஆதிசிவன் ஆதி அந்தமில்லாதொரு ஜோதி வடிவமாய் வந்து நின்றார்.
Paramashiva Nityananda Paramashiva Nityananda.
No worries, be happy intensely, enjoy life, enjoy life. No worries, be happy intensely, enjoy life, enjoy life. Enjoy every moment of life with pure excitement. Always auspicious, always right strategic planning. Ultimate experience every moment. No study, just download from the cosmic archives. No study, just download from the cosmic archives. No greed, no fear, and clutching is the fastest gear.
Paramashiva Nityananda.
Being God, being God, being God. Being God, being God, being God. Nityananda, Paramashiva, hey. Nityananda, Paramashiva, hey. Master of your destiny. Create your reality. Master of your destiny. Create your reality. Beyond space, time, mind. Beyond space, time, mind. Enjoy being in the lap of eternal bliss, eternal bliss. Enjoy being in the lap of eternal bliss. Nityananda Paramashiva, you are eternal bliss. Nityananda Paramashiva,
Paramashiva Nityananda. Paramashiva.
All right. So you can now proceed and verify. See, have a look at your hands and check if you witness any materialization, any particles. Remember, this is the initial stage. At first, when you manifest, you will start seeing small dots, like red dots for kumkum, for example. You start seeing glitters. Your hands will be very shiny. And there are people actually who used to manifest this power even on others. Suddenly they'll materialize gold flakes on other people's faces or on the whole body itself. So this is the way you can play with this power, and you can start manifesting this initial level of the materialization. Remember, the more you play with this power, the more you will give a strong blow on your incompletion. It will, as Swamiji said, if you are successful in materializing a solid object, it means that your root pattern is completely complete. So, of course, the more we practice, then the more we will be able to overcome all the incompletions until finally we are established the pure powerfulness where we are able to express our authentic identity. And with this, we also conclude today's day 5 of the Glimpses of Paramashivoham. And today we have learned how to manifest our authentic ultimate identity from the Shivoham process, the Shivoham science, and that Swamiji has revealed. Remember, what you remember inside you, this is what you will give life to. So if you continuously remember yourself with the negative words and the powerless cognitions and the incomplete identity that you have, then this is what you will give birth to. So even independently of the whole completion process and all that, just decide not to remember yourself as this incomplete identity that you have carried for so long. Instead, whenever you remember yourself, just remember yourself as Paramashiva or as the the subjective identity that you would have created today. Decide to continuously remember yourself as that, and you will see that naturally just so many incompletions disappear on their own, and this identity will start to actually manifest.
Yes, so with this we'll be concluding today's day of Paramashivoham Level 2. And tomorrow again we'll be back with another exciting sessions, important sessions related to your life, so that you start manifesting more and more in your life. All the patterns that you're stuck in, why you are not able to manifest, where you are stuck, recognizing all those patterns, completing with them, and start afresh and start manifesting. So again tomorrow we'll be back with the intense yoga 308 asana sequence, which is the essence of millions of yogic scriptures that Swamiji has put in his whole effort. So with this we'll be concluding with the Purna mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nityananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you. Nityanandam.
आनंद परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द